Hey guys, a few things before we start. First, we hit 100 reviews. Woo! So thank you all for watching my videos and yeah. Second, could we maybe try to hit 5 likes? I worked pretty hard on this video and I would be quite happy to see that, and it would also help out the channel. Also, last, all jokes made at karate are just for this game, not at karate itself, so don't come over to my house and strangle me with a black belt. Anyways, without further ado, roll the video. Hey, you want to play a fighting game? Sure, we got a few of those. Let's see. Got Street Fighter 2. It's pretty good. What else do we have? Oh yeah, Super Smash Bros. That's fun. Oh yeah, we've got Mortal. Actually, that's a video for another day. Well, that's it. Anything else you want to try? What do you mean we have another fighting game? No, we don't. Just give it here. Oh no. Not that one. Oh, what have you done? Today we are going to be reviewing All Stars Karate for the Wii. If I was going to sum up the whole entire game in one sentence, it would be learning to do Karate Simulator. Not Karate Simulator, learning to do Karate Simulator. Which sounds as appealing as studying for A-level simulator, and not like the silly simulators like Goat Simulator or Job Simulator, just simply studying for A-level simulator. So, anyways, when you start the game, you have to make your profile, and you get the usual single player and multiplayer. I'm mostly going to be reviewing single player and not the multiplayer, because I have no footage, and I value my friends. So for this review, I'll be reviewing the main part of the single player, which is the story mode, and this is where the true problem comes smashing right in. Okay, right. All of you who thought this would be mostly have, like, fighting in it, raise your hands. Okay, that's quite a few. Okay, now you can slap your hand down, because in the single player story mode there's only about like a fourth of it is, which, yay. The other fourth is minigames that are just forgettable at best. But there is one that isn't, but I'll talk about that later. Maybe you're wondering, what about the other half? Well, let me tell you. You do something called kata. What is kata, I hear you say? Well, kata roughly translates into really boring and repetitive. So basically you have to perform a list of moves by waggling the Wii remote the right direction and pressing the right button. So, let's say you're actually are saying you don't like it. Well, tough luck. You have to do this for the next 3 hours. And they even have it in the multiplayer. Just really. So you or your friend, or victim, can play waggle the Wii remote in the right direction with right button in turns. But eventually, you get to do a fight, you're like, oh my goodness, so amazing. But then you realize it's not very good. Let me explain. Imagine Street Fighter 2, but with tiny maps, no moving, gimmicky motion controls, no jumping, and when you finish off a string of moves, you have to wait a second till you can attack, so the other player can attack. So basically, you take in turns comboing, and I use quotations here, each other until someone finishes off their combo, or someone blocked correctly, and then they get to try to do a combo. So it just rinses and repeats. Basically, the way combos work is that you have to perform a list of moves, a bit like kata, that are shown to you, so you don't have to think very hard, because they are literally just shown to you, until you finally pull them off and you do a somewhat cool move, I guess. But usually when everything goes well until I do the last one or two, then it just sort of, the controls just fail. So it's not very good. Now, I said there was a minigame that wasn't forgettable. Well, it's called Danger Room. It's not forgettable because it gets ingrained in your mind because how often you have to do it. So, I hear none of you say, is Danger Room good? Well, let me answer that question with the question. What do you think? So basically, you're in this room with some items, with ones with green auras that you have to hit, but ones with yellow or red you can't. Or either red ones you'll be out of the game, yellow ones you'll lose points. But my main problem is the controls decide to mess up, like all the time, on only this minigame. Usually the controls are alright, but they just decide to mess up at just very specific points. It's just... it's good. So... yeah. It's kind of annoying, and it's also quite boring. So... we move on to the story. It's... dumb. It wants to take itself seriously and be funny at the same time, with added bad voice acting, and you get a recipe for cringe-worthiness and awkwardness. And let me show you a demo of it.
Hey, old man. Are you okay? You were lucky I came along. Those ninjas sure ran away when they caught sight of my awesome karate move.
You think those moves were karate?
What's so funny?
Nothing scared of a scrawny thing like you? Arms waving around like that?
I'd like to see you do better.
Oh yeah? Then how about this?
That was amazing.
You want to learn my karate? Then come with me.
What a weird old man. Hey, wait up.
Did you hear the music? Did you like it? You don't like it? Well, guess what? It's going to be in every cutscene, so... yeah... So anyways, back to the story. The characters of the story that are of any significance are the main character. I only play the guy, so I don't know what the girl's like, but... I don't really know. But basically, they tried to make the character be like a 16-year-old boy, but he's terrible and cringeworthy. So... yeah. Also, yours pulls this face, which is stupid. Then you have Sensei, Sensei, who is not very interesting, like, at all. He's just boring. Sensei and the main character could have funny master apprenticeship moments, but they barely ever do this, and when they try, it's terrible. Then you got your friends. They're completely forgettable. Next. Then, lastly, there's your evil rival, the bringer of doom, the ultimate enemy, Carl. No, seriously, that's his name, Carl. Okay, so he's not really evil, he's more like a generic jerk guy, who you undoubtedly beat. He's like a sort of loser, and yeah. That wraps up the story. Also, fun fact, there's history lessons in the game. Just no joke, you get history lessons. So, the verdict. Good idea, but boring and forgettable realization just doesn't really work. I would have liked to seen it go well though, like being a good game. 3 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Also, a quick side note, look out for my Counter-Strike Condition Zero, deletes you as one, so woo! Bye!